Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are in conversation with Prajwal, our hero in the FMGE exams. He's a story of struggle, a story of never giving up because he gave so many years of his life, so many attempts to get on the other side of this exam. Yes, he cleared the FMGE January 2023 exam in 9th attempt. You know, 9 as a number is so daunting to hear. I cannot even imagine how difficult it must have been for him to get through these attempts, to pull himself up after every result, prepare for the next exam, and still give in his best. And yes, he's here now, sitting with us, having cleared his exam in the 9th attempt. So welcome, Prajwal. I want to
Thank
give
you,
you
ma'am.
super amount of congratulations, wishing you so much luck for your life in future. You know, the smile on your face,
Thank you so much.
the smile on your face tells it all. It tells us how happy you are right now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
ma'am, for sure. It's God's grace and like lot of years of hard work and perseverance. So I finally made it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
So tell us something about you. How has this journey been for you through MBBS till here?
So my journey of MBBS started from 2012 from Ivano-Frankivsk National Medical University, Ukraine. So I've graduated in 2018 June. So over 6 years, it's been a good and well, good journey to remember from of MBBS. After the graduation, I came to Delhi for FMG preparation. So for 5 to 6 months, I have been in Delhi for coaching and for my first attempt. So I gave my first attempt. I couldn't able to pass. I didn't make it through for the first time. I scored 103 for the first time. So after that, due to financial issues and I had to take care of my mom, so I came back home. So I was preparing for from home with the self study for second, third, and fourth and fifth attempts for like next 2 years. So I was doing the self study because I had very good materials. I have attended all the classes for the first time when I was in Delhi. So apart from 2 to 3 subjects, I had very good subject like notes. So I was doing the self study.
So you
So
made your own notes.
yeah, I made my own notes for the first time. So except few subjects, everything was fine with that. So I was doing the self preparation. Remaining, I was doing from the different platforms like that. So through that journey, like second, third, and fourth, fifth attempt, again I was not able to get the result. Even with the good preparation than first time. First time, to be frank, I couldn't able to give my best as it was a
Your
lot
first
of
attempt.
like long classes first attempt, and it was so fresh, and we didn't have like how in India the exam gonna be there, so it was totally new. But we were giving like frankly with our whatever preparation, like I've given my best, but I couldn't able to get the result for the first time. But for the next three, like 4 to 5 attempts, I was doing quite well with the preparation or revision and everything. But due to some health issues over for some 2 attempts, I was ill, so I couldn't able to give my best for second attempt. And somewhere in fourth attempt, I was ill. I couldn't give my best, as everybody has some family issues too,
True,
personal
true.
issues, yeah, with like mom's health and grandpa's health.
Exam is one day of life, but in order to reach that exam, we have to get through a life
Yes,
also. And a life has all sorts of struggles.
yes,
Academics is just one aspect of life, you know, when you
yes, ma'am.
actually sit down.
So I was going through all this stuff with the preparation. So till fifth, sixth attempt, I was following the same material. Not didn't join any coaching or any platform. So I couldn't able to get the result. So I was getting the same result, and
So
there
first
are
six
mistakes.
attempts. So first
Yeah,
six attempts, which is actually 3 years
3 years
of
of my life.
your exam giving, you were
Yeah,
going to the same notes which you had made in 2018,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
were reading and revising the same material.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Despite going, and matlab, that's not despite, actually, that's along with all the ups and downs in life. So maybe you could not change
Yes.
your strategy. You didn't have the
Yeah.
mental space to change your
Yes.
strategies.
Yes.
What changed after the sixth attempt? How did you
Uh,
manage?
yeah. Like through the sixth attempts, there are mistakes which I have noted down, like what all mistakes I have done during this 3 years. So, like in that, the procrastination is one thing. So, like as the result comes, we used to think about that. We used to think about the past, like what happened, the regretting the things. That is one of the main mistake I was doing. My in the initial stage of my preparation for the every attempt, I used to waste like a month or 1.5 month every time thinking about the past. So as you waste the crucial 1.5 month in the initial stage,
Yes.
you'll get lag in the end for the revision. You can't do like second, third, or fourth revision, or you're gonna skip the subjects, or you'll find the short cuts like through different platforms or YouTube's. So I was doing the same mistake. So I used to waste the initial stages of my preparation,
Exam
and I
time,
used to
yes.
lack. Yeah, those two, like procrastination and these mistakes and multiple sources. These are the mistakes which I did. So I've sorted out all after the sixth attempt. I have made a list of my mistakes. So I was making it correct.
So all
So after,
you students out there, very important points Prajwal is telling you. You keep hearing from your friends and your seniors and your mentors what to do, what to do, what to do. But here Prajwal is telling you actually what not to do. Like Chanakya, the guru, if you've heard, he had a book called as Chanakya Neeti. He didn't have a book. We have actually written that book of his teachings. So one of his teachings says that life is too short to learn from your own mistakes. You should always try to learn from the mistakes from people around you. So knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses is important, and jotting down the weaknesses, as Prajwal is saying, knowing what you did wrong in the previous attempts and not repeating it in your next attempt is what will actually take you to
yes, ma'am.
success. And here I hear, remember another thing said by the Chinese billionaire, the Alibaba owner, Jack Ma. He said, when you succeed, the mistakes that you have made become legendary. So the
Yes,
mistakes that Prajwal you made in your first 6 attempts,
yes,
now
ma'am.
that you know that you did them, the students out there know, so they will not repeat it, and now your mistakes have become
Yes,
legendary.
ma'am.
So
Yeah.
yes, so please see what not to do becomes very important in your journey to clear from one attempt, move on, to not clear that exam, to get up, pull yourself up, get set to study again and go to the next attempt. Actually, that period of time from the result to studying, that is, I think, the most difficult time, because all the depression, all the anxiety, the anger at not clearing the exam, that is what is a very difficult phase for a lot of students. And that phase, as Prajwal is saying, was a very long 1.5 to 2 month phase during his first 6 attempts, and that is what he shortened in his next attempts, because that is actually a crucial amount of time that you end up wasting. So getting
Yes, ma'am.
ready and making a schedule for the next attempt becomes a very important part of your preparation. So during this time when you were preparing, what was the strength and the support that you had? What helped you to get through this?
Uh, my main strength was my parents, I can say. Their their patience of not giving up on me. My grandfather's his sacrifice is huge for my entire life, and mainly for my today. If I'm a good, like today I passed and I'm a doctor, so it's all because of him. Their sacrifice and patience is the main thing. Other than that, I have good mentors. like Dr. Rajiv Dhawan is one of the main pillar, I can say, during my whole preparation, not only for exam sake, like other than that, to keep myself in a good frame of life. And this exam made a lot of students to go so deep, like so depressed. Like most of them, they couldn't able to come out of it, and they'll give up. So, and Dr. Rajiv Dhawan has a huge part in, like, not to put me in that frame. So yeah, I was truly in touch with him, and he was talking to me and guiding me like what all it should do. So after my sixth attempt, he was the one who guided me. So it's been 3 years. You need to start with a new, like fresh, because you're following the old notes and old this thing. So after COVID, like after August exam, everything changed. The pattern changed. The clinical oriented paper, not onliners. All So he told me you need to start fresh. You need to start with whichever platform, doesn't matter. You feel the best, you start with that. He suggested me. As he did, I did that. And more than that, I had a good friends, good people around me. So they pushed me, and they used to keep motivate me, or put positive things or positive thoughts in me. So that made me, like
So you
that is
need positive people around you. You need the support of friends and
yes,
family. And I think very importantly, a mentor is needed who guides you
surely,
through your,
yeah,
tough phases. It's
yes,
not just an academic journey, it's also a journey of your mental health. So having a mentor who will get you through those difficult phases
yes,
emotionally gives you a support. I think that
yes.
is very important, and I'm sure sir helped you to get through this.
Yeah, yes, very much, ma'am.
Yes.
And during my fifth and sixth attempt, I was working. As I mentioned before, I was working in that for fourth and fifth attempt, where I scored 142 and 145. And he suggested that I think it's the time to leave the job. And that is also one of the good decision I made. I stopped working. It's not because I'm not getting my result, but you can give, our focus should be totally into this,
Totally.
for this subject. You can't, as we said, we can't keep both the legs in different boats. So we should be in one boat. So we can be focused, and just he told me just keep put your all 5 6 months of preparation into one path and one goal. So I left the job after that, and I started with a new platform. So it even then, after starting with the new this thing, for the sixth, seventh, and eighth attempt, I didn't get no result. So those who are watching this, even with the different things or different experiments, we might not get the result. We might not get the result sometimes.
So despite
So
your best
yeah,
effort, despite your
best
hard
effort,
work, the
different
result may not
materials
always
and
be in
everything.
favor. But it is only your
Yes. So
determination and your perseverance, you know,
yes, ma'am.
give
Yes, ma'am.
the next attempt. It is, the dream. I think you
Yeah.
also mentioned to me when we were talking that it was your dream of seeing yourself as a doctor.
Yeah, as a registered doctor, yes,
Yes,
that was my
as a
dream, and
registered
that was
doctor.
stuck in my mind because when I was working, I used to heard a lot, or asking like from different consultants, or in that environment, do you have registration number? Where you are from? As we know, like if we say we are foreign graduate, their mood will be different. I don't know. We are so unfortunate in that point of view. If we say we are foreign graduate, the point, they'll get less interest comparatively. I'm not saying everyone, quite a few still are there, but it's changing now. It's changing now, as I changed it now for a few people who know me. So in that way, we are so unfortunate, but soon it's gonna end and it's gonna change. So that was stuck in my mind when I was, going to other hospitals for interview or wherever. They used to ask me for, do you have registration number? Like regard, even if I have like lot of like more than 1 year experience, it doesn't matter. They were asking me whether do you have registration number. So they were not offering me any job. So that stuck in my mind. So if I want to take my life to the next stage or next level, so this is the line I need to cross.
Yes.
So that
So
stuck
it
in
is.
my mind. Yeah, if you clear this, see there are different, different. To lead a life, you have different options. But as a doctor, if I want to continue, I think I felt. I'm not talking about others. I felt okay. If I clear this, I need to think about the rest later. But first, I need to make this.
So always keep short-term goals. Yes,
Yes.
you do have a long-term vision of becoming a doctor, but to have short-term goals of focusing just on your exam preparation at that point. So what was different after the eighth attempt? What was different in this attempt? How did you go about this?
So I didn't change any material. Whatever like seventh and eighth attempt I was following, I was following the same material because I had it fresh. I was complete with the package. What different I have done this time? I have started giving the test series or individual subject test series in early stage, as most of the students would have will start in the last 2 months or last 1.5 months. So I have started in the beginning stage of my preparation. As soon as when the subject is over, I've started giving the test of if anatomy is over, like
Okay.
anatomy or physiology. So I have started the test series as like soon, like before
So
3 months.
solving more and more questions is
Yeah,
what was
question
your
banks.
priority in this
Yeah,
attempt.
question banks or individual subjects test series. I've done that. I've started it well. Everyone will do, but start early. So other than that, I've given like a lot of mocks. Totally,
Mock
I've
test,
given
okay.
7 to 8 mocks I've given in my whole 6 months. So last 2 months, every week I think I've given mock exams. So
That's an excellent point that all the students should pick up from Prajwal is especially the ones who have given more than one or two attempts, because whatever you have to study, you have already studied in your exam preparation in the first attempt or maybe the second. So the study material is there with you. You have studied it, but it is the ability to use that knowledge to clear the MCQ, to mark the MCQ right, is what will actually be important in the exam.
yes, ma'am.
Knowledge
Yes, ma'am.
everyone has. Anyone who's gone through videos or maybe attended some coaching sessions, they all have the knowledge that is required.
Yes, ma'am.
But to convert that knowledge, to apply that knowledge, to mark the MCQ correct is what is important in the exam. And this is what Prajwal is telling, that this attempt he focused on doing more and more, as many MCQs as possible, as many mock tests, because they give you the feel of the exam, right? They
Yes, ma'am.
assess
Yes, ma'am.
your preparation of all 19 subjects at one time in that one mock test or grand test that you give.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is
And
actually the most important. Studying subjects individually versus remembering, recalling those in one exam is actually more important.
yes,
So,
yes, yes.
all of you out there, please focus more on doing more MCQs, doing a lot of grand test and mock test, because that is a very, very important part of your revision.
Yes.
Revision.
Even I've done with the test series and mock exams. More than that, I've done from 2018 till last June. I've done all PYQs. One
Yeah,
time I've did.
yeah.
I've taken the printout. I've made that as a book and I've solved each and every paper. Like uh, like most of the questions, like be repeated. Like repeated questions would have been like we'll be thinking, "Arey, yaar, I know this, I know this. Who will do?" But I was doing in the exam time, like from 9, our exam will start. From 9 to 12, I was solving one paper. Like just taking the like all the previous year question papers. I was doing that, and I started the images of every subject. Not in the end. I have started prior to month. So that was one of the mistake, because before the attempts, I used to take on like 2 days before or 3 days before or one day before. And practically, you can't cover all the 19 subjects in one day or 3 days, all the images. It's impossible. That too, after the August paper, the paper turned into clinical. Almost like 70 to 80 questions, images gonna be there.
True.
So that is one of the mistake I corrected. I've started a month prior with all the images when I was doing mock
Image-based
exams. When I'm doing,
revision.
for
Yeah.
example, yeah, when you're doing, you started the revision. If you finish the anatomy, like first revision, just open up with whatever anatomy images you have, like 1 hour or half an hour during your lunch break or the night before you sleep. I was doing in that manner.
So
So
start
in
your
the end,
revision of images early. Do
yeah,
not leave it for the
yeah,
last few days. Start it early.
yes, ma'am. In the
Because as
end,
he's saying, it is practically impossible to remember all the images that you see in
yeah,
the last 1 or 2 days. It's not possible. So give
yeah,
yourself enough time to, not just see the images once, maybe see them 2 or 3 times, because
yes,
revision is more important here. One
yeah,
time nobody is going to remember. Even I can't remember images when I see them one time.
yeah.
So all of us need
Including,
to see them again and again.
yeah, including myself, not only day prior exam, during the break, like we'll be having two papers. After finishing the first paper, during the break, we used to rotate the pages of images, like, like a Xerox. It's like we can't remember. Maybe if it's the second time or third time, you can do that. But you're doing the first time, I personally, I made that mistake. I'm not like advising to anyone. I'm just, whatever I'm speaking, whatever I'm telling, what all I did in the past. So please, whoever watching this, just correct it. Just make it right. Don't do, because if you do it early, in the end you will be relaxed.
True,
You
true.
won't panic. You won't get any stress. Because the morning exam you have to go fresh. You have to be in the positive mindset. So don't take too much, day prior or 2 days
So
prior.
study hard, study well, and that is what will give you your confidence, which is needed to
Yeah.
clear the exam. But when you're doing it all in your schedule within time, you also stay relaxed. So actually,
Yes.
it is that calm and a relaxed state
Yes.
of mind which is important.
Yes.
So Prajwal, now that you have cleared the exam, what are your plans for the future? What do you intend to do with your time now?
Uh, now I'm now I'm waiting for my certificate. I have to go to Delhi to collect it. After that, I need to do internship for 1 year in Bangalore. I'm gonna do. So for now, only that I have in my mind. I don't have
No
long.
entertainment, no trips, not having fun.
Yeah,
That
that's already going on. That's already going. I've been already to Goa and different
ah,
parts. So,
after
yeah,
the result or before the result.
after, no. After the exam, 2 days before the result. I would have not come back after if the result would have come on that day. I would have extended my holiday. So I would have jumped into beach actually if that day result would have come. But I was at home with my grandfather when the result was out. I'm so blessed. To show him the result, to give him the result. That was my main motivation, to
That is what
sacrifice and
pushed you through your 5 years
yeah,
of preparation to
that
see
that is
that smile on your grandfather's face,
yes,
right?
yes, yes. For his sacrifice and everything, you used to tell me, don't give me anything, don't give me any car or any in the future. Just give me the result. Just give me the result. You used to tell me through over the years. So okay, take it. I'm giving you now the result.
Asha,
He was so happy.
did you ever think of giving up during this journey? Did
No,
you
man,
ever think
no.
enough is enough now? I can't do it.
No, I didn't. I didn't even think about it. Even most of my friends, were asking me, "Okay, you can think about going to different countries, or you can, different course or anything." Of course, that plan was great. But after this, I was telling them, "Of course, I'll follow your, I'll take your advice and I'll follow that. But after only taking the registration number,
So
that was
listen
the
to
main.
people around you, but do what you want. Don't get
Yes,
very influenced or carried away by what your friends around are doing. You should
yeah.
be focused on your goal.
Yeah, sometimes you need to have patience, patience and belief in
You
yourself.
have too much patience. This is too much patience. You can't ask people to keep so much patience. You know?
Yeah. So, no, ma'am. There are students, like there'll be a better students, and those who are watching this, and I need to suggest one book called The Secret. I think you might have heard about it. The Secret, about it's the about book about the manifestation. My friend suggested me that during my preparation 2 years back, and I read the whole book, and that is also one of the big thing which pushed me. Whatever that book is about, whatever you think that will happen, whatever you manifest,
Like
that you're gonna get
conjure's
it.
couch, everybody
Yeah,
will manifest that, yes, they are
yeah,
getting
that
married and
is
they end up
that
getting
is
married.
yeah, that is entertainment thing which they turned it later. But that book is about, I want to share with everyone, please, especially those who are in multiple attempts, like third, fourth, fifth, sixth attempt, for everyone. Please read that book. I think you feel better, you feel confident. After reading that book, I think it gave me the path, or I was so focused. Whatever, if you manifest, okay, if I want to do this, I will do this. Then you will find a way. You will find a path. Somehow you'll sort it out. That's
Yes.
it.
So what is Prajwal telling to all his friends out there, especially the ones who are going through multiple attempts in order to clear the exam? He's telling you all, focus on your studies, focus on getting back to studies after the unfavorable result. Don't waste a lot of time in being sad. Keep a schedule, start doing the MCQs early. Don't just focus on reading the subject, solve the MCQs along with, so that helps you in actually getting your preparation better. Thirdly, he's telling you give a lot of grand test and mock test, because that is what actually helps you in getting into the exam mode, to getting all of it ready in your mind. And he's also telling you that keep
Yes, ma'am.
patience, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Bablu, I'll say this again here. So all of his friends, so Prajwal is giving his, very important advice to all the friends out there, especially the ones who are going through multiple attempts. Never give up. Never be
Yes.
sad at the result for more than a few days. Don't spend a lot of time being upset or depressed. You should pull yourself up and start studying as soon as possible after the result. Whenever you are studying, don't leave out any subject. Do all the subjects, do the MCQs along with, give a lot of mock test, grand test. So basically, just keep doing MCQs in one form or the other. And very, very
Yes.
importantly, the previous year's question papers are very important, because indirectly or directly, some questions will always be asked from every subject from the
Yes.
previous year's papers.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
have a good support circle around you. Have loving family and friends, mentors who take you through your tough phases. Mentors are not just important to tell you how to study, mentors are also important to tell you how to get out of the negative phases. that
Yes,
is
ma'am.
that is very important. Don't waste a lot of time just thinking about what you could have done better, or all this, while Prajwal has been telling you what he did wrong and what he did right, and please also note down how he's asking you to be patient with the journey.
With the process.
It's not easy for anybody to get up from one failure and move, to give the exam the next time. It's not easy for anybody out there. But just keep confidence in yourself, stay focused on the dream that you have, and have a good support around you, and no exam is difficult enough to crack, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For sure.
The dream.
That is the only way. And sometimes, as I want to end with this small story. I have heard from this some one of the global star. It's a story of the frogs, story of three frogs, like climbing the mountains. Like bunch of frogs were down, and they were they were shouting like the mountain is so high, you could rest and can't reach up to there. You can't finish the mark or climbing the mountains. And they started climbing, three frogs. Like one frog, it fell down. Hearing these shoutings, you can't. There are a lot of ups and downs, cracks. You'll fell down. You fell down. So by passing 100 meters, one frog fell down, and remaining two frogs climbing the other frogs, and these frogs were keep on shouting, you can't make it, you'll fall down, you'll break your legs, you'll get damage your body, like they will keep on shouting. And another frog fell down around 250 to 300 meters. One frog moving, these frogs are keep shouting, and it reached the top, finished the amount, finished climbing. And these frogs were thinking, how did it go? Like, how did it reach? We were keep on shouting. These two frogs fell down. We could able to do that? Because that frog was dumb. That frog couldn't hear. So sometimes for the naysayers, including in family members, I mean, for the repeaters, I've suffered this. In the family too, they'll be keep speaking, they'll be hurting you through their words, beautiful words. So just like think about this story, like that frog, because that frog couldn't able to hear and he finished it. Sometimes we have to be
Shut
like that
out
in your
the
life.
negativity from
Yeah,
your
yeah, shut
turn
your ears.
turn deaf to
Yeah,
any negative points around you. They should not deter you. They should not, you know,
yes, yes.
trouble you enough to
Just
let go of your
you should
dream.
be you should be deaf, or just close your ears, put blinkers in your path, just follow your path, and you are gonna be on the other side. For everyone, those who are watching this, like me, if I can make it in this ninth attempt, of course you all can make it. So I want to
So,
say wish you good
yes,
luck, and just be patient, and keep your hard work up and keep your head up. That's
that's an inspiring story for everyone out there. Thank you so much for sharing it, Prajwal.
yes,
And
ma'am.
we at DocTutorials wish you the brightest of the future. And your hard work and your perseverance will take you very high up the ladder.
Yes, ma'am.
Super
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
congratulations.
so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks
And
for
see,
Doc Tutorials for giving me
that's
this
the
opportunity.
coffee mug here I had for you. Keep smiling because I
Yeah,
love the way you're basking in the glory of your success.
yeah,
I'm very happy for you.
yeah. Thanks to you too, ma'am, for giving your time and taking this interview. I'm so glad. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.